Okay, good. And let's go ahead and release that stretch and take the other arm over. And let's bring the right shoulder down. And create a nice stretch while taking some deep breaths. And release it. And let's bring the chin down toward the chest and take the chin over to one side and over to the other side. And to one side and the other side. Okay, good. And then bring the head to center and bring the shoulders right up toward the ears and clench the teeth, squeeze the eyes, tighten the chest, and make fists with the hands and bent at the elbows and squeeze, pull the stomach in, squeeze the buttocks, tighten all the way down the legs. And release. Taking a deep breath. Okay, let's circle at the shoulders next. So we come up and back and down, up and back and down. And then change the direction of the movement. Coming up, forward, down and back. Good. And then just pull that right elbow and give the right shoulder a good stretch. And go ahead and pull the other elbow. Now, if anybody wants, if you get distracted by other people, you can, I think you can pin my picture just so that you're just seeing the, seeing me, the teacher. And let's go ahead and release it and bring the elbows together and apart, together and apart, and see if you can coordinate the movement and the breathing so that you're inhaling, opening, exhaling together. Inhaling, opening, exhaling together. Okay, good. And then let's go ahead and interlace the fingers, press the palms away, tuck the chin in, and take a few breaths here. So you're stretching your fingers, your palms, your wrists, your elbows, upper back. Okay, good. And then releasing. And inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, twist. So we inhale up and we exhale, twist. Now it's really good to have a window open if you can and have some fresh air flowing. So if you don't have a window open, now is a good time. The rest can continue the movement. Inhaling up, exhaling down. next time you come over to the right side, I'm your mirror image, go ahead and take a few breaths. And then bring the arms up and change over to the other side and give yourself a good twist and a few breaths. Good. And then release. And let's flow from side to side. See if you can bring your hands down onto the floor and reach, and reach, reach. And you go at your own pace. You can pick up the pace if you want it to be more vigorous. Okay, good. And let's go ahead and bring the right hand down and extend the left leg out, and very safe, just be safe with your right wrist. Of course, always be safe with your body, but you can be on the fingers, the palm, or your knuckles. This is called a half circle, and we're pressing the hips forward and opening. So everyone's body is different. Do no harm. And nurturing doesn't mean totally gentle for everybody. Nurturing might mean, hey, work me out. So we're going to help each other to get really nurtured. Okay, let's go ahead and come on down. And let's shift right over to the other side. So the left hand is down. And come on up if you can. You can be on your fingers, your left palm, or your knuckles. Reaching. And you're stretching the right side of your body, the right shoulder, hips forward, chest open. Okay, good. And then let's go ahead and come into the table position. About 30 years ago in my living room, I asked my mother to teach me yoga. And she said, Andrew, I was around 12 or so, 10, 12. She said, here's the cat and the dog. So the cat stretch, chin in, stomach in, chest in. The dog stretch, head up, tailbone up. This is what she taught me. Stomach in, chest in. And head up, tailbone up. This class today is in honor of my mother, my first yoga teacher, and also my wife, who's a wonderful mother to my darling son, Aaron. Head and tailbone up. And stomach in, chest in. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And it's also for all the mothers out there. Amazing. There's nothing like a mother. So we exhale, stomach and chest in. We inhale, head and tailbone up. Good. And that's the cat and the dog. Now there are two other moves that go along with this sequence. So the side-to-side puppy stretch, the nose is pointed down. The head comes over to the right. Right hip presses right, and then the head comes over to the left. Left hip presses to the left. So we move from side to side. And you can go at your own pace. And if you want to make it more vigorous, try using a short, choppy breath so that you sound like an excited puppy who's about to get his supper. Wagging the tail. Supper time can be very exciting. Okay, next, let's come into the table position. And we'll take the right arm up. This is called threading the needle. So take your right hand and arm, bring it between your left hand and your left knee. Come down onto the side of the head. If you want to, you can raise your left arm up. And you can either circle your arm or just bring your arm behind your back. Just be mindful of your neck. And breathe as deeply as you can. And then releasing. And let's go ahead and switch. So take your left arm up and thread your needle. Bring your left arm in between your right hand and your right knee. Coming down. And then let's go ahead. We can take the right arm up and make circles, or we can bring the arm behind the back if it feels safe for your neck, but don't take any chances with your neck. Okay, wonderful. And let's go ahead and release. And we're going to make our way up into a standing position. So coming up. And we have the full moon series. It's wonderful that this series, which is one of, just swing your arms for a second before we do the full moon series, get a little twist. It's wonderful that this comes this morning on Mother's Day, because yoga is a mix of Ha and Tha, sun and moon, masculine and feminine. So the sun series is very stepping forward, active, kind of making things happen. And the moon is kind of reflects the sun's light. It's that's what the moon does. It's receptive. It's a receptive quality. So together, we have an integration of the masculine and the feminine. And Mother's Day, of course, the feminine. Receptive, nurturing, loving, gentle, kind, caring, kind of an unconditional quality to a mother's love, I found. Okay, so let's go ahead. A bit different from my dad's love. No, he's pretty good too. Let's go ahead and we'll bring the hands together. So here's the full moon series. We're going to stand at the left side of the mat. And let's go ahead and make a full circle. The arms come up, interlace the fingers, press the feet down, lift the head up, reach through the fingers, and press your left hip out to the side. Left hip to the side, come into the crescent. Pull with your right hand. Okay, we're going to keep flowing. Let's come on up and over to the other side. Pull with your left hand. Stretch the right side of your body. Keep that breath moving. And then bring it up nice and tall. And take a step out to the side with your right foot. And turn your feet out, bend your knees, bend at the elbows, bring the elbows back. Let's bring a smile to the face. And then straighten out the legs, straighten out the arms. Turn the right foot out to the side. Turn the left foot in a little bit. Reach to the right. Lower your right arm down. Point your left arm up toward the ceiling. You can look down, forward, or up at the raised hand. It's going to be more difficult to look up. Are you still breathing? Okay, take that raised arm around. Bring both hands onto your right leg. It's the straight-legged runner stretch. Stretch the back of your right leg in this forward bend. And then bring the hands down on either side of the right foot. This is called the bent leg runner's stretch. Now, some people need blocks. Yes, you can use a desk, a wall. Use what you need. We're stretching the back of the left leg here, and we're strengthening our upper right leg. There's a good bend in that right leg. Okay, next we have the extended leg squatting position. The right hand comes together with the left hand, and point your left toes up toward the ceiling. Okay, if you can't come into such a deep knee bend, then straighten out that right leg a bit. Left leg extended out to the side. And then let's bend the left leg. So we come into a neutral position. You can either keep your hands on the floor or you can bring your hands together, and you may want to press your elbows into the insides of the knees, getting a stretch in the thighs and the groin muscles. And then we're going to bring the hands down on either side of the left foot, extend the right leg, and we have the left knee directly above the left ankle. Gaze forward. Take a small step forward with your right foot and come into the straight-legged runner stretch so that your torso is coming down toward your left leg. And can you breathe? Can you breathe deeply? Okay, let's have the back of the left hand against the left leg and circle the right arm up. Triangle pose. Eyes can look down, forward, or you can look up at the raised hand. Squeeze the buttocks and come on up into a 5-pointed star. Feet are pressing down. Head is lifting up. Fingers are reaching out. Chest is wide open. The victory pose. The knees bend. The buttocks is down. The elbows are back. The chest is open. And there's a smile on the face. And shift the weight over to your right foot. Spring your legs together. Bring your arms together up overhead. Press the feet down. Lift with your fingers and the crown of your head. And then press your right hip out to the side. So you're coming into a crescent moon. Pulling with your left hand. And then bring it up tall and press your left hip out to the side. Pull with your right hand. Good stretch for the side of the body. And then bring it up tall. Let's make a full moon, a full circle with our fingertips. We'll bring our hands right in front of the chest. Close the eyes. Take 3 breaths. Okay. All right, let's do a warrior pose. So the hands and the arms are right along the sides of the body. And let's inhale, the arms come up and lunge forward with your right foot, but gently. So your right knee is directly above your right ankle. Your left heel is pressing back. You're gazing forward. It's a very assertive pose, and sometimes moms do need to be very assertive. And we thank you. Setting boundaries, setting limits. Okay, let's go ahead and step forward. And the arms come down. And we're going to do the same pose on the other side. So coming into the ready position once again, feet down, crown of the head up, arms come up overhead. And this time we're taking a big step forward with the left foot. And we're positioning the left knee directly above the left ankle. The right hip is pressing forward. The arms are framing the head. The eyes are focused forward. And breathe. Okay, and let's go ahead and release down, and we'll take a step forward. And for the balancing pose, we have a choice of either the tree or the balancing head to knee. Anyone have a preference? The tree is easier. Balancing head to knee is a bit challenging. All right, let's try the more challenging one. Let's bring all the weight onto the right foot and leg. And come on up with the left leg. Okay, now you can keep it right here, or you can go for a more difficult position by trying to reach down for the sole of your foot. Okay, now if anybody wants even more difficulty, that would be pressing the heel out. And the final stage is bringing the forehead to the knee. Find what's right for you. And then release. Shift all the weight onto your left foot and leg. And bring your right knee up. And either hold on to your knee, or if you want more difficulty, go for the sole of your right foot with your hands. And if you're looking for even more difficulty, it's pressing the heel out. And the option of bringing the head to the right knee. Do no harm. Okay, let's let it go. Let's come down into a ragdoll. And from the ragdoll, we come all the way down onto the belly for the boat. It's a backward bending pose. So down on the belly. And press that belly down, press the hips down, especially, and lift everything else up. Head, torso, arms, legs up. And if you want more of a challenge, you can try bringing your arms out into a T position. If you want even more, bring your arms up to frame your head. Point your toes, reach through your fingers. Okay, good. And lowering down, and roll your body right over and pull both knees in toward your shoulders. Rock your body from side to side. So you're lying on your back, your knees are in, and you're coming from side to side. And we have the upward facing boat, which is going to engage our core muscles. So here we come up into a position on the sacral area, and the feet come up off the floor. And you can either hold on to the knees, or you can make it more difficult by releasing the knees. Knees can be bent or legs can be straight. The sailboat or the rowboat. Just do what you can. We want to engage our abdominal muscles without hurting our back. So if you feel like you're hurting your back, if you feel some pain in your back right now, don't do this. Come down onto your back instead and do some crunches or something else to strengthen your core. A lot of people will hurt their back while they're trying to strengthen their core, and that's not what we want to do at all. Let's go ahead and shift right into a position lying on the back with the ankles crossed, and we'll bring the hands behind the head and see if you can come up and down a little bit without causing yourself any back pain. If there's pain, back away. Day by day, we want to practice and get stronger and stronger. You just have to be conscious and do no harm. And then we're almost sure to do a lot of good with yoga practice. Okay, and the head comes down, the arms come into a T position, and let's move right into a twisting pose by taking both knees and bringing them to the right. Both knees to the right, and you can take your right hand and bring it on top of your left knee. Okay, your shins make a 90-degree angle with your thighs make a 90-degree angle with your torso, and you're turning your head gently so that you point your nose toward your left fingernails. Or look at your left fingernails, and let's take 3 breaths. So we're going to be formally ending our session pretty much after we do the twist, but then anyone that needs to go can go. Anyone that wants to stay with me for some relaxation and meditation, that's lovely. Okay, and we'll release the twist, press the crown of the head out so that you lengthen the back of your neck and your spine, and then once you lengthen, you're ready to twist to the other side by bringing the knees over, pressing down with your left shoulder, You can rest your left hand on the top knee. Turn your head so you're looking at, or your nose is pointed toward your right fingernails. Wring your body out. When we practice yoga, we purify our body. We purify on many levels. And with purity comes vitality and more focus and more clarity of purpose. So we want to, in every way that we can, purify, taking those things that are really close to nature, nurturing. Okay, good. And we release, and let's just stretch out the body long and take this final minute to do any move or stretch that you like. And even though I'm going to be ringing the chime, we're not really going to break. We're going to move right into the next part of this session, the relaxation and meditation. So if you're lying down, feel free to continue lying down. There's no need to sit up unless you want to. And may God bless all of the mothers today and every day. Shalom. Now, if you're coming into relaxation, just be sure you can lie down. You want to lie down on your back if you can. And you want to make sure you're as comfortable as can be. So if there's a pillow handy or something to, if you need to prop up your head a little bit to be comfortable, or put something under your knees, then please do that. And lying on your back, that's the traditional position. So if it works for you, go with that. And begin by taking in a deep breath and letting it out. And then bring your awareness to the muscles of your face and just soften the eyes. Eyes are resting in the eye sockets. And let the area around the temples just be soft. Release any tension in the jaw. Give the full weight of your head to the floor. Release and relax your shoulders. The breath flows effortlessly in and out. And see if you can let go of any sense of holding with the arms or gripping with the fingers. Nothing that you need to hold on to right now. Nothing to grip. No need to. Your body's simply being held and supported by the floor. floor won't let you down any further. And notice your chest and your abdomen, how there's an effortless rising and falling with the breath. The effortless breath. Soften the buttocks and down the thighs, calves, the ankles, and the feet and toes.
I don't know. Could you?
So you're lying on your back and your whole body's relaxed in this relaxation position. And then from here, just see if there's any other part of your body. Maybe your feet, your toes, maybe there's some part that's still holding on to tension. See if you can completely relax your body on the floor. The breath is flowing in and out. And you're just noticing the breath. Air coming in, air coming out. We've done the work this morning, and this is the time to let go. In this moment, may we feel a sense of being supported, whatever challenges we face, may we feel a sense of faith and trust in our support. This is going to make everything easier. No unnecessary stress, fear, and worry. May we be ready to work with great vigor, but with a sense of ease and serenity, knowing that we're very, very well connected, well supported. And we'll be spending just about another minute or two in this relaxation pose, but if you're enjoying it, of course, you can take as long as you like, if you don't have to be anywhere. Okay, now for the closing today, as said, you can just continue to lie down on your back if you're enjoying this rest. If you prefer to end our session in a seated position, you can come up into that position. And over the years, I've been collecting quotes from many wise people, and this morning I'd like to pull a quote from a great mother. Her name was Mother Teresa. She had great motherly qualities for many people, and I'd like to share with you what she had to say. She said, "It's between you and God. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the world the best you got anyway." You see, in the final analysis, it's between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. And I'm going to end the recording